Welcome to the Bushcraft Rookie. Today I'm going to try with this flint to start a fire. A roaring beautiful fire. All I have with me is a knife with a sheath that I made. It was a handmade knife given to me by a friend. Absolutely beautiful knife, and it works really well. There is a deer antler there that I found in the bush, and then I made the sheath out of an old leather belt. Now, I'm completely new to it all, so I'm going to be using these ferns I found in the bush as a fire starter. Again, I'm learning, I'm new, I'm a rookie. I don't know what I'm doing, so there's going to be a few mistakes along the way, that's for sure. So what I'm doing there, I'm trying to condense it as much as possible, get it nice and close together, and as you can see from my technique, I am definitely a rookie. I should have thought that green means there's water inside, which might mean it's not a good starting point for fire. I collected some more, tried again with a similar result, unfortunately. Then I found an old broken down pine tree. I took some wood from it and I tried to make almost like a feather piece of wood that I've seen on social media. Or I just try to get some dry pieces of wood that would work. But again, retrospectively, putting it on the green the green ferns, was not the greatest idea. As you can see from my technique, it is impeccable and beautiful. And there you go. I've got some dry wood on top of the green wet fern. Let's try once more. Now, in this video, it had just been raining for about 2 weeks beforehand, so everything is very wet, but I wanted to challenge myself with my first flint fire, which I probably shouldn't have either. I should have made it as easy as possible to get some confidence. So even that wood underneath the dry wood, that piece of pine, is completely drenched. So a little spark's not going to fire it up. So what I've done now, I went and grabbed some dry pieces of pine, little pieces of wood from under trees, and I thought that might work better, and it did. It did work a lot better. It allowed me to start a few flames that burnt out relatively quickly, due to the fact that there wasn't really enough. So the flames caught, but they didn't have too much to burn. As you can see, it's catching, burning up, and because of the small amount I have, and maybe because it is on wet pine and wet fern, it's not working as well as it should. Now, what I tried to do next, as you can see, I'm trying to... Oh, see, beautiful. I almost got it there. But I'm trying to create a lot of fragments of the flint, so it maybe can combust and create a bit more of a fire. But again, looking back retrospectively, I should have got more of that dry stuff. I couldn't find any after just raining for 2 weeks, but I should have maybe made it. Oh, there we go. I did try this. I put something dry at the bottom, put some flakes of the flint at the bottom, and then put the dry, the dry fragments on top of it. I accidentally combusted them before I put the dry pieces of wood on top, but... Alright, dry pieces of wood on top. I'm trying to find some dry pieces that might help out. again, not enough dry pieces though. You need quite a bit of fuel to start a fire. And in the wet, it's quite challenging. I always thought those alone contestants were just not as good as they said, but me starting a fire for the first time on a piece of dry pine that I found with fragments still is not lighting. It's very frustrating and very challenging. I did get a few flames here. I tried to, as you can see, boost the flames with providing oxygen, but they died out so fast because I did not have enough fuel. Now, if you're trying this at home, please be careful of the knife. It did almost cut me a few times. And obviously check fire regulations wherever you are starting the fire. I got the closest here, but unfortunately after over an hour of trying to start a fire, I failed. Fail!